Once you hit 60, life often shifts in unexpected ways. Some people flourish, feeling more vibrant, content, and fulfilled than ever before. Others, however, struggle. They wake up feeling disconnected, aimless, and uncertain about what the day holds. The difference between the two isn't just luck. It's about having the right foundation in place to support your health, mindset, and overall happiness. In this video, we'll explore 5 essential things every senior needs after 60 to avoid feeling unfulfilled. These aren't luxuries, they're vital pieces of a meaningful life that are often overlooked until it's too late. Let's begin. Number 1, a strong sense of purpose. After 60, life tends to slow down. The decades spent raising kids, working full-time, and managing daily responsibilities begin to fade, and without those roles, it's easy to feel lost. This is why a strong sense of purpose is critical. Without purpose, your days may feel long, your motivation can dwindle, and even your physical health may take a hit. Studies show that seniors with a clear sense of purpose tend to live longer, are less likely to be depressed, and face fewer chronic health issues. Ask yourself, when you wake up, do you feel excited for the day ahead? Or do you feel unsure of what to do with your time? Take Richard, for example. After retiring at 65 from a long career in finance, he initially enjoyed the freedom. But soon he felt restless. Something was missing. Eventually, he began mentoring young professionals through a local program. It gave him a reason to get out of bed, brought energy back into his life, kept his mind sharp, and most importantly, made him feel valued again. That's the power of purpose, and it doesn't have to come from a job. It can come from volunteering, learning something new, helping with the grandkids, writing, gardening, or even painting. The goal is to wake up each day with something meaningful ahead of you. Without it, life after 60 can feel like a slow fade. But with purpose, every morning becomes a chance to grow, to give, and to enjoy the life you've worked so hard to build. The best part? It's never too late to discover a new purpose. Number 2, meaningful social connections. One of the biggest pitfalls people fall into after turning 60 is becoming unintentionally isolated. Retirement shifts daily routines, old friends may relocate, and family can become preoccupied with their own lives. Before they know it, many seniors are spending far more time alone than they ever imagined. A little solitude can be healthy, but too much isolation can be harmful. Lack of meaningful connection isn't just emotionally draining. It can seriously impact physical and mental health. Loneliness has been associated with high blood pressure, weaker immune systems, and even a greater risk of dementia. In fact, long-term loneliness has been shown to be as damaging as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. The worst part? Many don't recognize it's happening. They tell themselves they enjoy being independent, but over time, the absence of interaction chips away at their joy. Laughter fades, conversations dwindle, and their world becomes smaller. Take Margaret, a 72-year-old widow. After losing her husband, she spent most of her time alone. At first, the quiet was comforting, but eventually she noticed she was losing motivation and interest in the things she once loved. Everything changed when she joined a local walking group. What began as polite chats turned into deep friendships, shared laughter, and a renewed zest for life. Social connection doesn't mean a jam-packed schedule. It's not about quantity, it's about quality. A few close friendships, regular calls with loved ones, or a local group you enjoy can make a huge difference. The key is consistency, having people in your life who check in, share stories, and make you feel seen. If you've started to pull away, take the first step back, reconnect, join a group, pick up the phone, send a message. That one conversation might be the beginning of a powerful shift. Life is meant to be shared, and after 60, strong social ties aren't just important, they're essential. Number 3, physical strength and mobility. After 60, the way you care for your body directly affects the freedom and independence you'll have in the years to come. Many people think it's normal to feel weaker, slower, or more fatigued with age. But much of that decline isn't inevitable. It often happens because the body isn't being challenged or maintained properly. Physical strength and mobility don't vanish overnight. It starts subtly, needing to sit more often, feeling sore after basic tasks, or finding stairs a bit harder to climb. But over time, those little issues snowball. Everyday activities like standing up, walking, or opening jars begin to feel like serious struggles. And once mobility is lost, regaining it is extremely difficult. Take Paul, for example. At 68, he was once active but stopped exercising after retiring. Slowly, he noticed stiffness in the mornings, aching knees, and more effort needed for simple movements. He even began using his arms to push himself out of a chair. The turning point? A fall on his front steps, not because they were steep, but because his legs weren't strong enough to catch him. That was when Paul realized this wasn't just aging, it was losing independence. The encouraging part? You can rebuild strength and mobility at any age. Walking, lightweight training, and balance exercises can improve muscle tone, joint flexibility, and coordination. Research shows seniors who do regular strength training have lower fall risk, better cardiovascular health, and even improved brain function. And here's something many don't realize. Losing muscle affects more than strength. It slows your metabolism, saps your energy, and weakens your immune system. Less muscle means it's easier to gain weight and harder to bounce back from illness or injury. So how do you begin? Keep it simple. Take a brisk walk every day, do a few bodyweight exercises like squats or leg lifts, or try light dumbbells for resistance. The goal isn't to build bulky muscles. It's to stay strong enough to live fully and independently. Start small, be consistent. Every step you take today builds a stronger, more capable you tomorrow. Number 4, financial stability and peace of mind. For many people over 60, the biggest stressor isn't health, it's money. Even if you've spent a lifetime working, saving, and planning for retirement, financial concerns can still creep in. Expenses don't stop when the paychecks do. In fact, they often rise. Medical costs, home repairs, and unexpected emergencies can quickly strain your resources. And when you're not financially prepared, the stress doesn't just impact your wallet, it affects your health, relationships, and overall peace of mind. Here's the truth. Financial stability isn't about being rich. It's about feeling secure. It means being able to handle unexpected costs without panic, knowing you won't have to sacrifice your lifestyle or depend on others just to get by. Chronic financial stress has been linked to heart disease, anxiety, and even cognitive decline. Yet many avoid facing their financial reality until a crisis hits. Take Barbara, for instance. At 70, she believed her retirement savings were sufficient. For a while, they were, until an expensive roof repair and a surprise medical bill threw her off balance. Suddenly, she was dipping into savings faster than expected. Anxiety crept in. Every bill made her nervous, and every purchase felt like a burden. Her financial stress affected not just her bank account, but her entire well-being. The good news? It's never too late to improve your financial stability. Start by getting clear on where you stand. Review your income, savings, expenses, and potential future needs. This clarity can help you make smart decisions before problems arise. Next, look for ways to cut unnecessary spending, old subscriptions, overpriced insurance, or services you no longer use. These small changes can create breathing room. And if you're concerned about your savings lasting, explore part-time work or hobby-based income. Many retirees find joy and purpose in earning a little extra through flexible, meaningful work. Also, don't overlook planning for medical and long-term care. Healthcare costs can become one of the biggest burdens in later life. Having proper coverage and a clear plan can save you significant stress and protect your independence. Ultimately, financial peace of mind is about freedom. It means knowing you're in control of your future, and that confidence allows you to enjoy life more fully. When your finances are secure, everything else becomes easier to handle. Number 5, a sense of personal growth and curiosity. After 60, many people fall into the trap of thinking their best years are behind them. They slip into routines, avoid new challenges, and stop seeking out new experiences. At first, this might feel comfortable, but slowly life begins to feel dull. The curiosity, the excitement, and the sense of moving forward start to fade. And when that happens, it doesn't just impact your mood, it affects your energy, your health, and even your brain. The truth is, the moment you stop learning, you begin to decline. Studies show that keeping your mind active through learning, creativity, or simply staying curious can lower the risk of cognitive decline in diseases like dementia. It's not about being busy, it's about growing. That inner spark for discovery and the satisfaction that comes from overcoming a new challenge keeps you mentally sharp and emotionally fulfilled. Consider Thomas, a 74-year-old retired engineer. After decades of complex work, he suddenly had nothing engaging to focus on. At first, the rest felt nice, but soon he felt unmotivated and lost. Then he joined a basic woodworking class, and everything changed. What began as a small hobby grew into a passion. He started building furniture for family, selling items at a local market, and most importantly, he felt alive again. Learning gave him energy, confidence, and a renewed sense of purpose. Personal growth doesn't have to mean going back to school. It could be reading new books, learning a language, picking up an instrument, or even doing puzzles and games that challenge your brain. The goal isn't perfection, it's participation. It's about keeping your mind sharp, your creativity alive, and your world expanding instead of shrinking. And here's something important. Curiosity is one of the most underrated tools for staying young. People who keep learning tend to be more positive, adaptable, and connected to others. It gives you stories to share, goals to pursue, and something to look forward to. Ask yourself, when was the last time you tried something new just for fun? When did you last challenge yourself in a way that made you proud? If it's been a while, now is the perfect time to explore something fresh. Because once you stop growing, life starts to lose its color. But when you stay curious and open to learning, life continues to surprise and reward you, no matter your age. Final thoughts. We've now explored 5 key ingredients for a fulfilling life after 60. A strong sense of purpose, meaningful social connections, physical strength and mobility, financial stability, and personal growth through curiosity. Without these, life can start to feel empty or overwhelming. But with them, every day becomes more vibrant, joyful, and yours. Take a moment to reflect. Which of these areas are already strong in your life, and which ones could use more attention? Are you waking up with purpose, surrounded by supportive people, caring for your body, secure in your finances, still growing and learning? If you're missing any of these, don't wait. Start small today. A few simple changes can lead to massive improvements in your well-being, because life doesn't end at 60. In many beautiful ways, it's just beginning. Thanks for watching. If something in this video resonated with you, let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear one thing you're planning to do differently. If you found this helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps us keep bringing you more content to inform and inspire. See you in the next video.